Welcome back to your channel name. Today we're diving into one of the most compelling threads in wildlife storytelling, the world of large iconic animals, majestic species that not only dominate their habitats, but capture our hearts and imaginations. These are the giants of the wild. Why do they matter so much? And how are they helping shape conservation efforts around the world? That's what we'll explore. Let's begin. The term charismatic megafauna refers to large animal species which have wide public appeal and symbolic value. Wikipedia. Think of animals like tigers, elephants, lions, polar bears, great whales. Their sheer size, power, visual presence and cultural symbolism make them stand out. But they're more than just cool to look at. These animals often become flagships for conservation, helping raise awareness and funding for broader ecosystem protection. There are several key reasons why these animals draw our attention, and why that attention matters. Visibility and appeal. It's easier to get public interest when the star of the show is a lion, rather than a tiny insect. Ecosystem indicators. Because these animals often require large ranges, intact habitats and healthy food webs, their presence, or absence, tells us a lot about ecosystem health. Conservation leverage. Protecting big animals often means protecting acres of habitat, which benefits many other species too. Cultural, economic and tourism value. Iconic wildlife drives ecotourism, national identity, storytelling, and investment in conservation. So in many ways, large charismatic species act as ambassadors for conservation of the wild. Let's look at a few spotlight examples. Elephants. Giants of the savannah and forest. Elephants play major roles in seed dispersal, shaping landscapes, and are deeply embedded in many cultures. Polar bears. With their stark white coats and Arctic habitat, polar bears have become symbols of climate change and habitat fragility. Tigers. Striking patterns, power, mystique. Tigers draw attention and conservation efforts across Asia. Giraffes, gorillas, great whales, each in their way capture the imagination, with conservation campaigns built around them. These species help us tell the story of wildlife, wilderness, and our relationship with nature. But it's not all glamour and postcards. There are serious challenges: habitat loss and fragmentation. Large animals often need wide ranges. Shrinking wilderness hurts them. Human-wildlife conflict. When animals roam near human settlements, conflicts arise: crop damage, livestock loss, safety. Poaching and illegal trade. Many iconic species are targeted for illegal wildlife trade. Climate change, especially for species like polar bears, whose icy habitat is melting. Resource and funding imbalance. Because charismatic species get more attention, less glamorous, but equally important species may be overlooked. In short, our love of big wildlife comes with responsibility. So, what can we do, and why should we care? Support conservation organizations, whether global or local. Many institutions work to safeguard these species and their habitats, promote habitat connectivity. Conservation is not just creating isolated protected areas. It's about linking them so animals can roam. Educate and spread awareness. Sharing stories about these animals raises public interest and drives funding. Responsible tourism. If you travel to see wildlife, choose operators that prioritize ethical, sustainable practices. Think beyond the big ones. While we focus on big animals, remember, protecting the big ones often protects many others. The umbrella effect. Why does it matter? Because these animals are part of Earth's wild heritage. They shape ecosystems, inspire generations, and remind us of the bigger picture, that we are just one species among many in the web of life. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of iconic wildlife. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit the like button, subscribe for more nature videos, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode. Tell us in the comments, which charismatic megafauna is your favorite? And sauber dern. Likas deren dorjan sauer jees dam bauer deren der duris oren dien, andre derjur and der kronbeklein dien, and die dan ori deri ander. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and keep supporting the giants of the wild.